Imagine a land where the mountains touch the heavens and the sea carves deep, mystical paths through the earth. Welcome to Norway, the realm of the midnight sun and the dancing northern light. From the breathtaking heights of Briksdalsbreen to the deep emerald waters of the Geirangerfjord, every corner of this country feels like a scene from a dream. But Norway isn't just about landscapes. It's about a silence so pure you can hear your own heartbeat. Today, we are diving into the untamed beauty of the Arctic North. Are you ready to witness the wonders of Norway? If you enjoy this journey, don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more epic adventures. Oslo, the capital of Norway, is a stunning city nestled between the vast Oslofjord and miles of dense green forests. Known as one of the world's most eco-friendly cities, it perfectly balances cutting-edge modern architecture, like the glacier-shaped opera house, with rich Viking history found in its many museums. The easiest and best time to visit is from May to August, when the city comes alive with outdoor festivals. The weather is warm and pleasant, and you can enjoy island hopping in the fjord or strolling through the Vigeland Sculpture Park under the midnight twilight. Conversely, the hardest time is from November to February. While the city is beautifully decorated for Christmas, the days are extremely short with only a few hours of daylight, and the biting cold winds combined with slushy snow can make walking through the city streets a bit challenging. An amazing fact about Oslo is that it is home to the Nobel Peace Prize, which is awarded annually in the Oslo City Hall, unlike the other Nobel Prizes which are given in Stockholm. Additionally, the city is so integrated with nature that you can take a metro train from the city center and arrive at a major ski resort or a deep forest hiking trail in just 20 minutes. It also houses the world's best preserved Viking ships, dating back to the 9th century. Bergen, known as the gateway to the fjords, is Norway's second largest city, and its most iconic landmark is Bryggen, the historic Hanseatic Wharf. This UNESCO World Heritage Site features a row of colorful, leaning wooden houses that have stood as a center of international trade for centuries. Walking through its narrow, dark alleyways feels like stepping back into the Middle Ages. The easiest and best time to visit is from May to August, when the city is most vibrant. The days are long, and the famous Fjorden funicular offers clear, breathtaking views of the city and surrounding 7 mountains. Conversely, the hardest time to visit is during the late autumn and winter months from November to February. Bergen is one of the rainiest cities in Europe, and during this period, it is often cloaked in gray clouds, constant drizzle, and cold winds, making outdoor exploration quite damp and chilly. An amazing fact about Bryggen is that although it looks ancient, the wooden buildings have been destroyed by several devastating fires over the centuries. However, they were always rebuilt using traditional methods to preserve their 14th century layout. Additionally, Bergen is so famous for its rain that they once had umbrella vending machines on the streets, and locals jokes that they are born with galoshes on their feet. Lovatnet is a breathtaking lake located in the Loen Valley, famous for its vivid emerald green water. This unique color is caused by rock flour, fine silt ground down by the Stegastein Glacier and carried into the lake by meltwater. Surrounded by steep, snow-capped mountains and lush greenery, it offers a scene of surreal beauty. The easiest and best time to visit is from June to August, when the water's green hue is most intense under the summer sun. and the weather is perfect for a calm boat ride or a picnic along the shore. Conversely, the hardest time is during the midwinter, January to February, when the road to the inner parts of the valley can be treacherous due to snow, and the surrounding mountains cast long shadows that hide the lake's vibrant color. An amazing fact about Lovatnet is its tragic history. In 1905 and 1936, massive rock slides from Mount Ramnefjell fell into the lake, creating huge tsunamis that destroyed nearby villages and claimed many lives. Today, a memorial stands to honor the victims, and the calm, peaceful surface of the lake belies its dramatic past. Naeroyfjord is often described as the most wild and beautiful arm of the Sognefjord. As a UNESCO World Heritage Site, it is famous for its extreme narrowness, stretching only 250 meters wide at certain points, while being flanked by towering mountains that rise 800 meters straight up from the water. The contrast between the calm, mirror-like water and the massive, snow-capped peaks creates a landscape of unparalleled serenity. The easiest and best time to visit is from June to August, when the fjord cruise provides a pleasant experience. Waterfalls are flowing at full force from the melting snow, and the hiking trails to viewpoints like Grimstegen are clear. Conversely, the hardest time is from December to February, when the fjord can partially freeze. The surrounding mountains cast deep shadows that leave the area in darkness for most of the day, and the freezing winds make the boat decks bone-chillingly cold. The Lofoten Islands are a dramatic archipelago in the Arctic Circle, where jagged granite peaks rise directly from the turquoise sea, creating a landscape that feels like a dream. This region is famous for its picturesque fishing villages, such as Reine and Hamnoy, where iconic red wooden cabins, roarbor, line the rocky shores. To experience Lofoten is to witness nature's extremes, from the magical dance of the northern lights in winter to the golden glow of the midnight sun in summer. The easiest and best time to visit is from June to August, when the weather is mild, hiking trails are accessible, and the 24-hour daylight allows for endless exploration. Conversely, the hardest time is between November and January, due to extreme cold, heavy snow, and limited daylight, which can make travel between islands quite challenging. An amazing fact about Lofoten is that despite its Arctic location, it experiences surprisingly mild temperatures because of the Gulf Stream, keeping its waters ice-free all year. Furthermore, the islands are home to some of the world's most beautiful white sand beaches, like Keflavik, which look tropical but have freezing Arctic waters. Hardangerfjord is a breathtaking masterpiece of nature, stretching 179 kilometers from the Atlantic Ocean into the mountainous heart of Norway. It is famous for its romantic scenery, featuring fruit orchards that burst into white and pink blossoms against the backdrop of massive glaciers like Folgefonna. The easiest and best time to visit is in May and June to witness the spectacular fruit tree blossoming, or July to August for pleasant weather and hiking to landmarks like Trolltunga, which sits high above this fjord system. Conversely, the hardest time is during the winter from November to March. During this period, the region experiences heavy rainfall and snow. Many tourist routes and mountain paths are closed, and the lush orchards become dormant and bare under the Arctic cold. An amazing fact about Hardangerfjord is that it is the third longest fjord in the world and serves as a major hub for salmon farming. Additionally, it is the birthplace of the Hardanger fiddle, Hardingfell, Norway's national instrument, and the traditional Hardanger embroidery, which is a staple of the Norwegian national costume, bunad. Voringfossen is perhaps Norway's most famous waterfall, where massive volumes of water plummet 82 meters from the Hardangerfjord plateau into the narrow Mobudalen Valley. It is a spectacular sight where the wild, untamed river meets a vertical drop, creating a constant mist and frequent rainbows. The easiest and best time to visit is from late May to August, when the snowmelt from the vast mountain plateau is at its peak, making the waterfall incredibly powerful. During this time, the modern architect-designed footbridge that crosses the waterfall is fully accessible, offering a thrilling view directly down into the abyss. Conversely, the hardest time is during the winter from December to March. While the frozen waterfall can look like a magical ice sculpture, the viewing platforms and paths often become dangerously slippery, and the heavy snow can make the drive up the mountain pass quite treacherous. An amazing fact about Voringfossen is that it was one of the first major tourist attractions in Norway, leading to the construction of the Fossli Hotel at the top in 1891. All the materials for which had to be carried up the mountain by horse and on men's backs over 1,500 stone steps. Additionally, there is a hidden hiking trail at the bottom of the valley that allows you to stand right at the foot of the thundering falls, though it requires a bit of a scramble over rocky terrain. Stegastein is a breathtaking viewpoint located 650 meters above the Fjord, part of the national scenic route between Aurland and Lardal. The structure itself is a work of art, a 30-meter-long ramp made of steel and pine wood that curves downwards at the end, blocked only by a thin sheet of glass. This design gives you the thrilling sensation of standing in midair, offering an unobstructed panoramic view of the fjord and the surrounding mountains. The easiest and best time to visit is from May to September, when the road, popularly known as the Snow Road, is fully open, and the summer sun lights up the deep blue waters of the fjord below. Conversely, the hardest time is during midwinter, January to March. While the viewpoint is technically accessible by a shuttle bus from Flam, the mountain road can be extremely icy and narrow, and the biting wind at that altitude can make standing on the platform a very cold experience. An amazing fact about Stegastein is that even its public toilet, located right by the parking lot, has been named the world's most beautiful toilet, because it features a floor-to-ceiling glass window with a stunning view of the valley. Alesund is uniquely famous for its Art Nouveau, Jugendstil architecture, characterized by fairy tale turrets, spires, and intricate stone carvings. Unlike most Norwegian towns built of wood, Alesund's center was rebuilt in stone after a devastating fire in 1904, giving it a distinctive European elegance. Spread across several islands, the city is surrounded by the deep blue Norwegian Sea and the Sunnmøre Alps. The easiest and best time to visit is from May to August, when the weather is mild. The Atlantic Sea Park, one of Europe's largest saltwater aquariums, is in full swing, and the 418 steps to the Fjellstua viewpoint are easy to climb for a breathtaking panoramic view. Conversely, the hardest time is from November to March, as the city faces powerful coastal storms and constant winter rain, which can make the stone-paved streets slippery and the outdoor viewpoints extremely windy and cold. An amazing fact about Alesund is that the massive fire of 1904 left 10,000 people homeless in a single night, but the city was rebuilt in just 3 years thanks to help from across Europe, particularly from German Kaiser Wilhelm II. Additionally, it is the world's most important fishing port for clipfish, a dried and salted cod, a delicacy exported globally from its historic harbor. Saltstraumen is a narrow strait located near the town of Bodø, where a massive natural phenomenon occurs every 6 hours. Approximately 400 million cubic meters of seawater force their way through a 150-meter-wide channel, creating powerful whirlpools, maelstroms up to 10 meters in diameter. The sight of the water churning and spiraling is both terrifying and majestic. The easiest and best time to visit is all year round, but you must check a tide table to arrive exactly when the current is at its strongest. The phenomenon is most dramatic during a full or new moon. Conversely, the hardest time to appreciate it is during a slack tide, when the water is completely calm and looks like an ordinary lake, or during heavy winter blizzards in January, when the freezing winds make standing on the Saltstraumen Bridge nearly impossible. Trollstigen, or the Troll's Path, is a masterpiece of road engineering and one of Norway's most dramatic national scenic routes. This serpentine mountain road features 11 hair-raising hairpin bends as it climbs steep mountainsides, offering views of the 320-meter Stegastein Waterfall that thunders down the cliffs. At the summit, a modern steel and glass viewing platform provides a dizzying perspective of the valley below. The easiest and best time to visit is from June to August, when the road is fully clear of snow, the surrounding peaks are lush, and the driving conditions are at their safest. Conversely, the hardest time is during late autumn and winter, specifically from late October to May, when the entire road is strictly closed to the public. The risk of avalanches and thick layers of ice make it impossible for vehicles to navigate, and the path remains buried under snow for months. An amazing fact about Trollstigen is that the road is so narrow and steep that vehicles longer than 13.1 meters are legally banned from driving on it. Additionally, it took 8 years of grueling labor to complete the road, and it was opened in 1936 by King Haakon VII. Stavanger is a charming blend of old-world history and modern energy. It is most famous for Gamle Stavanger, Old Stavanger, which features Northern Europe's best preserved settlement of white wooden houses from the 18th century. Beyond its historic streets, it serves as the primary base for those heading to the legendary Briksdalsbreen Pulpit Rock. The easiest and best time to visit is from May to September, when the weather is ideal for outdoor dining at the vibrant harbor. Vogen and the hiking trails to the nearby fjords are safe and open. Conversely, the hardest time is from November to March, as the city experiences frequent Atlantic rain, chilly winds, and icy conditions that can make the steep mountain hikes nearby quite dangerous. An amazing fact about Stavanger is that it transformed from a quiet sardine canning town into the oil capital of Norway, after oil was discovered in the North Sea in 1969. You can visit the Norwegian Petroleum Museum there, which looks like an oil rig. Additionally, the city is a hub for street art, hosting the world-famous New Art Festival, making its walls as colorful as its history. Sognefjord is the largest and deepest fjord in Norway, stretching over 200 kilometers inland from the ocean to the base of the towering Jotunheimen Mountains. At its deepest point, it plunges 1,038 meters below sea level, while the surrounding cliffs rise to nearly 2,000 meters, creating a landscape of immense scale and silence. This massive waterway branches into smaller, famous arms like Naeroyfjord and Alesund, each offering unique scenery of emerald waters and cascading waterfalls. The easiest and best time to visit is from May to September, when the fruit trees are in bloom along the banks, the ferry services are frequent, and the mild weather is perfect for hiking or kayaking. Conversely, the hardest time is during the winter months of December to February. Although the main fjord remains ice-free due to its salt content, the smaller branches can freeze, and many mountain roads leading to the fjord are closed by heavy snow, leaving the region in a cold, dark, and misty atmosphere. An amazing fact about Sognefjord is that it is so deep and wide that large ocean-going cruise ships can sail deep into the heart of the Norwegian mountains. It also houses several historic stave churches, including Reine, the oldest in the world, built in the 12th century entirely out of wood. The Atlantic Ocean Road is a breathtaking 8.3-kilometer stretch of highway that hops across islands and skerries, connected by 8 spectacular bridges. Known as one of the world's most beautiful drives, it offers a unique experience where the road seems to skip along the edge of the vast Norwegian Sea. The easiest and best time to visit is during the summer months of June to August, when the weather is calm, the sun glitters on the water, and you can enjoy fishing or spotting seals and whales from the designated viewpoints. Conversely, the hardest time is during late autumn and winter, specifically October to February, when the region faces ferocious Atlantic storms. During these months, massive waves can crash directly over the road, and high winds often make driving dangerous or cause the bridges to be temporarily closed. An amazing fact about this road is the Storsøysundet Bridge, often called the Drunk Bridge or the Road to Nowhere. Because of its dramatic optical illusion, from certain angles, the bridge appears to simply disappear into the sky. Additionally, despite its beauty, the construction was a massive challenge, facing 12 hurricane-force storms before it was finally opened in 1989. This road is so visually stunning that it served as a key filming location for the high-speed car chase in the James Bond movie No Time to Die. Geirangerfjord, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, is widely considered the most spectacular fjord in the world. This S-shaped masterpiece of nature is characterized by deep, emerald green waters surrounded by majestic, snow-capped peaks and dramatic waterfalls like the Seven Sisters and the Suder, cascading down near vertical cliffs. To truly experience its scale, one must cruise through the heart of the fjord or stand atop the Dalsnibba Viewpoint, 1,500 meters above sea level. The easiest and best time to visit is from June to August, when the weather is mild. All scenic roads like Trollstigen are open, and the lush greenery is at its peak. Conversely, the hardest time is during the harsh winter months from November to April, when heavy snowfall often blocks mountain passes, ferry services are limited, and the village of Geirangerfjord becomes almost inaccessible by road. An amazing fact about this place is the forgotten mountain farms perched on impossibly steep ledges. In the past, farmers reportedly used ladders to reach them and would pull the ladders up to avoid visiting tax collectors. Additionally, the fjord faces a silent threat from Mount Auknerneset. A potential rockslide could trigger a massive tsunami, a scenario famously depicted in the movie The Wave. Svalbard is a remote, frozen archipelago located deep within the Arctic Circle, where the raw power of nature dominates everything. It is a land of massive glaciers, polar deserts, and rugged mountains, serving as one of the world's last true wildernesses. The easiest and best time to visit is during the light summer, mid-May to September. When the sun never sets, the coastal waters are navigable by expedition ships, and the weather is stable enough for dog sledding on wheels or boat trips to see walruses and whales. Conversely, the hardest time is during the polar night, November to January, when the sun stays below the horizon for months, plunging the islands into total darkness with bone-chilling temperatures. However, this is a unique time for those wanting to see the northern lights even during midday. An amazing fact about Svalbard is that there are more polar bears living here than people, and it is legally required to carry a firearm for protection whenever you leave the main settlement of Longyearbyen. Additionally, it is home to the Global Seed Vault, a doomsday facility buried deep inside a mountain to preserve the world's crop seeds in case of a global catastrophe. The Flam Railway, or Flamsbana, is a masterpiece of engineering and one of the steepest standard gauge railways in the world. This 20-kilometer journey takes you from the high mountain station of Myrdal down to the lush village of Flam at the edge of the Arlandsfjord. As the train winds through 20 tunnels and spirals down the mountainside, passengers are treated to breathtaking views of sheer cliffs, foaming waterfalls, and tiny mountain farms clinging to steep slopes. The easiest and best time to visit is from May to September, when the snow has melted enough to reveal vibrant green valleys, and the massive Stegastein Waterfall is at its most powerful. During these months, you can also combine the train ride with hiking or biking down the famous Rølarveien path. Conversely, the hardest time is during midwinter, January to February. While the snow-covered landscape is magical, the daylight is extremely limited, and many of the surrounding mountain activities and ferry connections are reduced, making the logistics a bit more difficult. An amazing fact about Flamsbana is that it took nearly 20 years to build, and 18 of its 20 tunnels were excavated by hand, with workers digging through the hard rock meter by meter. Additionally, the train features a unique 5-brake system to ensure safety on its incredibly steep descent, where it drops about 864 meters in just an hour. Undredal is a hidden gem tucked away in a narrow branch of the Sognefjord, so secluded that it was only accessible by boat until a road tunnel was built in 1988. This tiny village is world famous for two things: its brown goat cheese gatoast and its stave church. With a population of about 100 people and 500 goats, the village's identity is deeply tied to traditional farming. The easiest and best time to visit is from May to September, when the fjord is calm, the goats are grazing on the mountain slopes, and you can enjoy goat cheese tasting on the pier under the summer sun. Conversely, the hardest time is during the deep winter, December to February. While the village looks stunning under snow, it receives very little direct sunlight due to the towering mountains, and the narrow roads can be challenging to navigate. An amazing fact about Undredal is that it is home to the Undredal Stave Church, which is the smallest church in all of Scandinavia, still in use, with seating for only 40 people. Trolltunga, or the Troll's Tongue, is one of Norway's most spectacular and terrifying scenic cliffs, hovering 700 meters above the stunning Lake Lovatnet. Formed by the glaciers that carved the fjords thousands of years ago, this thin rock slab juts out horizontally into the air, offering a view that feels like standing at the edge of the world. The easiest and best time to visit is from mid-June to mid-September, when the snow has mostly melted and the hiking trails are safe to navigate without a professional guide. Conversely, the hardest and most dangerous time is from October to May, as the trail is covered in deep snow, ice, and subject to unpredictable mountain blizzards. Hiking during this period is strictly prohibited without a trained guide and specialized equipment. An amazing fact about Trolltunga is that the hike is a grueling 20 to 28 kilometer round trip, taking 10 to 12 hours. Yet thousands brave it every year just for a few seconds on the rock. Despite its height and the absence of any safety railings, there have been remarkably few accidents, as the sheer awe of the drop keeps visitors cautious. Additionally, the rock itself was formed roughly 10,000 years ago during the last ice age, when glacial water froze in the mountain crevices and eventually broke off large chunks, leaving this legendary tongue. Trondheim is Norway's third largest city and its spiritual capital, boasting a rich history that dates back to the Viking Age. Home to the magnificent Nidaros Cathedral, the northernmost medieval cathedral in the world, the city has been a major pilgrimage site for centuries. The colorful wooden warehouses lining the Nidelva River provide one of the most iconic views in Scandinavia. The easiest and best time to visit is from late May to August, when the city is bathed in the golden light of the midnight sun, and the famous St. Olav festival, Olavsfest, takes place with concerts and medieval markets. Conversely, the hardest time is during midwinter, December to February. While the city looks like a Christmas card under the snow, it is very cold and has only about 4 or 5 hours of daylight, making outdoor exploration quite brief. An amazing fact about Trondheim is that it was Norway's first capital, founded in 997 AD, and all Norwegian kings are still consecrated here in the Nidaros Cathedral. Today, it is also known as the Silicon Valley of Norway, because it hosts the country's top science and technology university, NU, creating a unique mix of ancient cobblestone streets and cutting-edge innovation. Reine is a picturesque fishing village located on the island of Moskenesøya, often cited as the most beautiful spot in Norway. It is famous for its vibrant red and white fishermen's cabins called Rorbjord, perched on stilts over the crystal-clear turquoise waters of the Reine Fjord, all set against a backdrop of dramatic granite mountain peaks. The easiest and best time to visit is from June to August, when the weather is mild and the midnight sun provides 24 hours of light, perfect for hiking the famous Røynebreen trail to get a bird's-eye view of the village. Conversely, the hardest time is during the winter, December to February. While the village looks magical under snow and the northern lights often dance above it, the weather is unpredictable, with fierce coastal storms, and the steep hiking trails become lethally icy and closed to the public. An amazing fact about Reine is that despite its worldwide fame, it is a tiny community with only about 300 permanent residents. Also, many of the red cabins you can stay in today are authentic historical huts once used by Viking descendant fishermen who came to the islands for the annual cod fishing season. Briksdalsbreen is a spectacular glacier arm that plunges from a height of 1,200 meters into the lush Briksdalen Valley. It is renowned for its intense blue ice and the dramatic scenery of thundering waterfalls and sheer mountain walls that surround it. The easiest and best time to visit is from May to September. During these months, the troll cars, specially designed open vehicles, are operational, taking visitors up the steep path to the glacier's edge, and the weather is pleasant for hiking. Conversely, the hardest time is from November to March, when the valley is covered in deep snow. The troll cars stop running, and there is a high risk of avalanches from the steep mountainsides, making the area largely inaccessible and dangerous. An amazing fact about Briksdalsbreen is that the glacier is constantly moving and changing. However, due to climate change, it has retreated significantly in the last couple of decades. Another interesting thing is the troll cars replaced the traditional horse and carriage transport in 2004 to better protect the environment and handle the growing number of tourists. Standing at the foot of the glacier, you can hear the ice groan and crack as it shifts under its own immense weight. Jotunheimen National Park is a rugged sanctuary of ice and rock, home to Northern Europe's highest peaks, including Galdhøpiggen. Its name literally translates to Home of the Giants, a fitting title for a landscape dominated by over 250 peaks rising above 2,000 meters. The park is world-renowned for the Beseggen Ridge hike, where you can see the emerald green Lake Gende on one side and the deep blue Lake Lovatnet on the other. The easiest and best time to visit is from July to August. When the summer sun has melted the snow on higher trails, the mountain huts are fully operational, and the alpine flowers are in bloom. Conversely, the hardest time is from November to May, when the park transforms into a frozen, inhospitable wilderness. Most mountain roads, including the famous Sognefjord Pass, are closed due to massive snowdrifts, and trekking becomes a high-risk activity reserved only for expert cross-country skiers. An amazing fact about Jotunheimen is that it served as the inspiration for many Norse myths. Ancient people believed it was the realm of the Jotnar frost giants. Kjeragbolten is an iconic 5 cubic meter glacial deposit wedged firmly in a mountain crevasse on the Kjerag mountain. Hanging a terrifying 984 meters above the abyss of Lofoten. It is one of Norway's most famous hiking destinations, attracting thrill seekers from around the globe who wait in line to stand on the boulder for a heart-stopping photo. The easiest and best time to visit is from June to September, when the mountain trails are clear of snow and ice, and the weather is stable enough for the demanding 6 to 10 hour round-trip hike. Conversely, the hardest and most dangerous time is from October to May, as the steep, smooth granite surfaces become lethally slippery when covered in ice or wet snow, and the access road to the trailhead, Solskarvegen, is typically closed due to extreme winter conditions. An amazing fact about Kjeragbolten is that despite its appearance of being stuck precariously, it is a massive boulder that has been wedged there for thousands of years since the last ice age. Briksdalsbreen, famously known as the Pulpit Rock, is a massive flat-topped cliff that towers 604 meters above the stunning Lofoten. This natural square plateau, measuring about 25 by 25 meters, was formed during the last ice age when glacial expansion fractured the surrounding mountains, leaving behind this perfectly level observation deck. The easiest and best time to visit is from May to September. When the weather is stable, the trails are clear of ice, and the 4-hour round-trip hike is manageable for most fitness levels. Conversely, the hardest and most dangerous time is from November to March, as the steep mountain paths become incredibly slippery with thick ice and snow, and the daylight hours are very short, often requiring specialized spikes and headlamps. An amazing fact about Briksdalsbreen is that despite the thousands of visitors who stand at its unfenced edge every year, there have been almost no accidental falls, as the sheer vertical drop naturally keeps people cautious. Additionally, the cliff gained global fame after being featured as a filming location for the high-octane climax of the movie Mission: Impossible? Fallout, where Tom Cruise performed his own daring stunts. Another geological marvel is the deep crack that runs across the plateau. While it looks like it might break off, geologists monitor it constantly and assure that it remains safe for now. Senja is Norway's second-largest island and is often called Norway in miniature, because it contains almost every type of Norwegian landscape, from white sand beaches and turquoise waters to jagged alpine peaks and dense pine forests. The island's outer side, facing the Atlantic, is famous for its dramatic Dragon's Teeth mountain range, while the inner side is lush and hilly. The easiest and best time to visit is from June to August for hiking under the midnight sun, or September to March, to experience the northern lights dancing over its sharp peaks. Conversely, the hardest time is during the polar night, December to January, when the island is plunged into total darkness and heavy blizzards can make the narrow, winding coastal roads extremely dangerous to drive. The Seven Sisters, de Sivsostra, is one of Norway's most photographed waterfalls, consisting of 7 separate streams that plunge from an average height of 250 meters into the UNESCO-listed Geirangerfjord. The falls create a delicate, lace-like pattern against the dark granite cliffs. The easiest and best time to visit is in May and June during the peak snowmelt season. This is when the sisters are at their most powerful and visible. As summer progresses into August, some of the smaller streams may thin out or disappear. The best way to see them is by taking a fjord cruise or kayaking. Conversely, the hardest time is during the deep winter, January to February, when the waterfall often freezes into giant blue ice pillars, and the fjord ferries run on a very limited schedule, making access difficult and extremely cold. An amazing fact about this waterfall is the local legend of the Suito Friaren, another waterfall located directly across the fjord. Legend has it that the suitor tried to woo each of the seven sisters, but after being rejected by all of them, he turned to the bottle in despair, which is why the suitor waterfall is shaped like a giant bottle. Tromsø is a vibrant city located 350 kilometers north of the Arctic Circle, famously known as the Paris of the North. It is one of the world's best places to witness the celestial dance of the Northern Lights due to its location in the middle of the Aurora Oval. The city is a unique blend of modern culture and untamed nature, featuring the iconic Arctic Cathedral and a bustling waterfront surrounded by snow-capped peaks. The easiest and best time to visit depends on your goals. June to July for the midnight sun, where the sun never sets, or September to March for the aurora borealis. Summer offers mild weather and 24-hour daylight for hiking, while winter provides a magical snowy landscape. Conversely, the hardest time is during the polar night from late November to mid-January, when the sun never rises above the horizon, leaving the city in a perpetual twilight with freezing temperatures and heavy snowfall. An amazing fact about Tromsø is that it is home to the world's northernmost university, brewery, and cathedral. Additionally, the city has a long history as a starting point for famous polar expeditions. Explorers like Roald Amundsen often recruited their crews and bought supplies here before heading to the North Pole. Vesterålen is a stunning archipelago located just north of the famous Lofoten Islands, offering a more tranquil and raw Arctic experience. While Lofoten is known for its sharp peaks, Vesterålen features a diverse landscape ranging from jagged mountains and white sandy beaches to lush farmlands and quiet fjords. It is most famous for being the best place in Norway for whale watching, as the deep sea canyon near Andenes attracts sperm whales all year round. The easiest and best time to visit is from June to August for the midnight sun and hiking, or late autumn to winter for the northern lights and orca humpback whale watching. Conversely, the hardest time is during the polar night, December to January, when heavy storms from the Atlantic can occur, and the limited daylight makes outdoor activities short. An amazing fact about Vesterålen is that it is the only place in Norway where you can see whales with a 95% certainty throughout the year. Røros is one of the oldest towns of wooden buildings in Europe and looks like something straight out of a Christmas fairy tale. Established in 1644 following the discovery of copper ore, it is a uniquely preserved mining town where people still live and work in 17th and 18th century wooden houses. The easiest and best time to visit depends on what you seek. February is iconic for the Rørosmarknaden, a 400-year-old traditional winter market, while July and August offer pleasant weather to explore the surrounding wilderness. Conversely, the hardest time is midwinter, December to January, as Røros is one of the coldest places in Norway, with temperatures often dropping below 30 dC. Norway is truly a land where nature paints its own masterpieces, from the dancing northern lights to the deep, silent fjords. But which of these wonders stole your heart today? If you enjoyed this journey through the Arctic paradise, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to join our global adventure community. Your support keeps us exploring. Now, I want to hear from you. What should be our next destination? Drop a comment below and let us know which country you want to see in the next video. Until then, keep exploring.